Welcome to the Underrated Podcast. I'm your host, Evan Hayes. The Underrated is a podcast where we discuss underrated topics in our culture. We want to talk about things or bring perspectives that don't get enough love or attention that they deserve. We don't do any bulletin board material around here. This is a lifestyle podcast where we will discuss sports, music, life, or anything on our mind. And we embrace the unique and the underdog mentality. Let's get to it. Welcome to episode 4 of the Underrated Podcast. I'm your host, Evan Hayes, and I got a good special guest in the building. I've been knowing this cat for about a year now. We've been chopping it up. We've been training together, chopping it up, partying together a little bit. Got my boy, D'shawn Fletcher, in the building. Appreciate you, D. Appreciate you being on the show. How you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. How about you, man?
I can't complain too much, G. You know, just grinding, you feel me?
Hey, right with you
Just
with
trying
that.
to do a little bit of everything, but, everything good. For the people at home, give your age, what you're majoring in, what you're trying to do, like shout out your fam, all that type of stuff right there.
First off, my name is D'shawn. I'm 20 years old from South Georgia. Shout out Clayton County, y'all. You know how y'all boys get down there. Major is sports management with a minor communication. I want to be in that field of events where I want to host something, but I'm the guy in the back with the master plan. I really don't like people like that. I just want to be in the back. Shout out to my mom, my brother, my sister, my dog Ace. Come from a really small family. Get right. Other than that, man, yeah.
For sure. So you are a sprinter at ETSU right now. So how training been going for y'all this year, bro?
If y'all didn't know, my indoor got cut short due to Title IX.
Be like that.
So training, I don't run till March officially. So I've been trying to peak or try to be patient with training. Paces are a little bit slower than usual at this time. So I just got to trust the train to be patient and all that. And ain't nothing to it. Just keep God first and just whatever plan he got for me, I'm going to keep doing it.
I feel that. And before we get into it, this is a little different. Usually I'm at the crib, but now again, we at Milligan University. I appreciate the fucking Milligan for letting me use the studio and all that. So it's going to look a little different, but, we still figuring it out. Also, if y'all didn't know, I am now a part of Asylum Media Group back home in my hometown, Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out Anthony Sane for giving me the opportunity to be a part of his group. He's been a real good OG to me and trying to put me on this sports media game. So this will be on my underrated YouTube page, but also will be on the Asylum Media Group YouTube page. And things going to look a little different, so this show may look a little different for y'all. So shout out Anthony Sane, shout out Mike, shout out Shamar, shout out Josh, shout out everybody in Asylum Media, shout out Bluff City Media for helping me out too. So yeah, appreciate y'all.
Shout out to them, y'all. Shout out to y'all.
So first segment of the day, as you know, D, is called the mental health check-in. I ain't gonna talk about, we can't talk about nothing else unless our mental right. I feel like us as black men don't express if we're feeling not good sometimes, and it's okay not to feel okay.
Exactly.
So I want to give people the platform to express themselves. So first, D, on a scale from 1 to 10, how are you feeling and why?
I'm about 6.5, 7. I've been dealing with family issues, school workload, with doing more internship, trying to get my career started. Track, I've been dealing with injuries, you got relationship problems. It's just a lot going on,
Yeah.
Trying to you got all that told, but you still got to go around and smile, act like everything good.
Yeah.
So, I've been going to church Sunday, been reading my Bible, reading my quotes, so trying to get more closer to God, because I know without him, I couldn't be here.
Facts.
So I'm just trying to do that, and hopefully it's all good. But right now, I'm pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty good.
Yeah. So besides church, what you doing you say you got a lot of stuff going on. What you doing kind of help yourself through that? I know we've had our talks,
Yep.
So what you kind of doing just kind of help yourself out right now?
Shout out to my boys, Evan. I did pull up at 1 a.m.
Yeah, that was a very interesting night.
Had a talk. Had a talk. So I'm just, going to people that I trust, to keep my business between them, have our talks, because you can only say so much to your family because you want to keep it to yourself. So shout out to my boys. I write it down sometimes, or if anything, like you said, I just hit the track or hit the gym. Try to take out my anger or ambitions in a smart way rather than go do alcohol, do that. I'd rather go hit the gym and all that.
Yeah.
Take it out in a good way.
Yeah. I feel that it's good. You got outlets instead of 'Cause I feel like a lot of dudes our age, they try to go to the drugs, the alcohol, the weed,
Right.
all that stuff to outlets, but it's a lot more positive outlets in the world to really put yourself in a better mindset. There's more virtues in life than those things. So I appreciate that. For me personally, bro, I'm about like a 7 right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I teeter between a 6 and 7 right now. I'm kind of at that point in the year. I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to go home, fool. Like, it's at that part of the year. Like, everything feel like it's going the same. You know, like with class, practice, eat.
Same thing, different week, right?
Yeah, repeat. You know, like I miss my fam a lot. Miss my fam a lot. Miss my girl a lot. I miss driving around my city.
All right. How far you is from home again?
8 hours, bro. It's crazy. I can stay in the same. I'm in the same state, and he can get faster home than I can.
About 5 hours, y'all. About 5.
Like, bro, yeah. So like training going good. I feel good. You know, grades straight. Can't even worry about it. But bro, it's like It's like I'm on cruise control.
Yeah.
Right now. You feel me? Like nothing really wrong. It's just stuff. You feel me? It's just small stuff.
Right there with you, man.
So you know, it's just I got about 2 weeks until I get home for Thanksgiving. Get that good home cooked meal.
I'm bringing about 5 leftovers.
Oh yeah, for sure. You gotta
plates.
You gotta do that. So looking forward to that. But yeah, like I'm straight, bro. Like for the most part, you know, things could be better. Ain't nothing perfect, but you know, I'm blessed to have this position to be where I am. A lot of things looking up, and to let y'all know, it's a lot of things cooking up back home with Bluff City Media. I can say it now. By the time the video come out, I'll be this. I am now a writer for Bluff City Media and the Memphis Grizzlies. I'll be doing game previews for them and some game recaps. Starting with game previews and working up to other stuff. So I appreciate my boy Perry Sharkey for hooking me up with that. So hook up shout out Drew Norton for that opportunity. So I'm grinding right now, like all over across the board. You feel me?
Shout out to them. Appreciate that opportunity for my boy.
Yeah. So real talk. So yeah, I'm straight, bro. So we good. We good to get into it.
Yeah, man, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
All right. So the marquee segment is what is your underrated? We want to bring this is a segment where we bring like topics, a person, an idea that don't get enough love or attention that we feel like they deserve. We're just gonna put it on and make some love. So D'shawn, before I go, I'm gonna have you go.
Right.
What is your underrated today?
All right, my underrated comes from a person.
Mm-hmm.
Wide receiver.
Okay, football.
Houston, Texas. Shout out to my boy Nathaniel Tank.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my underrated. You know, going back hearing his story, man, you know, it's just because once upon a time, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I didn't want to go to the NFL. You know,
Yes,
I was a big football fan.
Yes, sir.
And you know, after hearing countless, you're too small, you're too weak, you too this, you too that, your position, Tank Dove, y'all don't know, he is 5'10", 165. I'm 5'9", 166. So I can be me. You know, I picked him because I simply don't think he get the love he deserved, to be honest, man. You know, I feel like watching the NFL draft, personally, I feel like he should have been at least top 3 receiver gone in that draft.
Mm-hmm.
Just off this work
ethic. He a rookie this year?
Yep, rookie.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
You know, y'all didn't know he went D1 to Alabama A&M. He was a 2-star recruit.
HBCU.
2-star recruit.
Shout out HBCUs, man.
Yeah, one offer. It was FIU, and he just went to Alabama A&M. You know, obviously didn't work that way, and he went the JUCO route. He went to Independence Community College, Last Chance U. I know y'all watched that.
Yeah.
Jason Brown, he went there.
Yeah.
You know, did his thing, and hey, the rest is history because you know that boy came from Houston. He went to Houston, the college.
Yeah.
I mean, that man really teed up, man. You know, but like I said, 2-star recruit, and y'all didn't know a little story background. You know, so he's from Houston, and he actually got drafted to the Houston Texans.
That's dope.
While he was running routes at the NFL Combine with that boy C.J. Stroud, you know, who went second pick.
Yeah.
Anyway, he top 10 quarterback. We don't get
top 10 is crazy, but he probably playing top 10 this year so far. Yeah,
I'm telling you, top 10.
This year. Yeah,
CJ like
yeah,
that.
He had 5 touchdowns, 470 last game. So yeah, he was tough.
But while CJ was throwing routes, Tank Dell, he was like, I really like this kid. Like I think like if ever I get drafted, I'ma pick him
Tell
up.
the team to pick him up. Yeah,
exactly. So they exchanged number at the NFL Combine. And basically, when the 3rd round came, pick 69, you know, CJ put in the word for my boy. Tank was like, I really think we should, like, do this. They FaceTime, and the rest is history, you know. Boy, pick him up, and I'm going to tell y'all some little career stats he got, you know.
Put us on real quick.
So, you know, right now we about week 10 right now.
Oh, like, yeah, week
10. Week 9, week 10.
Yeah.
Man, Tank got 28 reception for 460 5 yards for a touchdown, and he's averaging 16.2 yards per reception. Y'all ain't know that? That's almost 2 first downs.
Yeah,
that man is
tough.
That man's cooking. Like, again, he's 5'10", y'all, 165. Yeah. He's a little guy.
Yeah.
He's a little guy going and doing his thing, man. But that's my under the radar, man. I feel like he should get the love he deserves, because being an athlete myself, it's hard. I mean, he went to 3 colleges, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, he went D1. He went all the way back down to JUCO. That is the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, he went to the bottom.
His journey is crazy.
He went to the bottom. He could have stopped there, put his head down, cried with dude. But no, he got right back up, went to Houston, stayed there another 2 years and got right. And now he's making money for his mom, his brother, and all that. Like, I feel like that's everything. And he come from Florida, too. And then, not even being, like, highly recruited from high school, because everybody know being recruited is kind of hard, If you don't got the grades.
So much competition.
Yeah. I mean, 2-star recruit, you'd think he had at least 5 offers. He had 1 offer. He didn't even go to the school to offer him. Like, he really bet on himself.
For real, though.
And, like, I can only, like, applaud that because I'm going to forever bet on myself over anybody. Like, I just applaud that. But that's my under the radar. Tank Dell.
For sure. Shout out Tank Dell, I was just watching the Houston last week, and him and C.J. Stroud were just connecting all over the field.
Man, it was
like, they were just walk. Him and C.J. were just walking him down the field, especially because that drive where he put him up with 40. They had 45 seconds left for like 2 timeouts. And them boy walked them boys down the field. And so yeah, shout out Tank Dell and shout out C.J. Stroud. He an OSU product. If y'all don't know, he an LSU fan.
You know what?
I'm an Ohio State fan, so. I've been hating what they've been saying about Ohio State quarterbacks. So CJ actually putting on for OSU.
Shout out to CJ, man. But shout out my dogs in LSU, man. Tough loss against Bama, man.
That was tough. We gonna get that. We gonna get that later. So my underrated for today is, I'm biased, but my boy Desmond Bain of the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay. So if y'all don't know, the Grizzlies 1-6 right now. We know that. But if you've been watching the games, Dez is keeping us afloat. Like really, really, like he is really keeping us afloat. Him and Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. They're the reason why we're in a lot of these games. Like, even though we 1-6, a lot of these games have been 3-point losses,
right?
5-point losses. Like, they've been competitive. Like, right now, Dez is averaging 26.5, 5 rebounds, 4 assists on 47.3 from the field.
That's good, huh?
That's all-star levels numbers right there.
No lie.
Without Ja, also, like, all the defense is just creating on him all the time. Like, he's the one that's keeping us in these games. Like, we lost to Portland by 2. We lost to Dallas. We lost to Dallas by 15, that was a tougher game. We lost to Washington by 7. You feel me?
Washington. Aren't they 1-6?
They something like that. But the only game he's really had a bad game was really none. He's put up 30 multiple times.
Didn't Desmond Bain get a bag?
He did get paid.
I say he got a bag.
He's a high. Yeah,
boy got a bag.
He's not underrated by pay, but I feel like he's in the upper echelon of shooting guards in the league. Like,
sure.
After like Devin Booker and like Jaylen Brown, I feel like he's like right under that, right there. Especially how he's playing this year.
Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown.
That's like probably the top.
You still got Levine.
Zach Levine.
DeRozan. You got Bradley Beal.
Yeah, Brad. I feel like he's better than Brad, honestly.
You can argue that, but
but Brad hasn't played this year.
Yeah,
Brad has not played this year. But I feel like Dez has just been doing a lot more. Like, he's facilitating the offense. He's playing point most of the time. Him and Marcus Smart are kind of doing the combo guard thing, and he's really just keeping the team afloat. If you looked at him a lot last year, his bag was a lot just driving towards the rim and kind of like coming off pin downs, coming off ball screens to really like get to a shot. Now he's creating his own shot. Now he's really improved this summer. Like, he's doing everything. He's finishing. He's getting step back threes. He's snatching people. He's doing everything to kind of keep his team afloat. Like, and he's playing like 38, 40 minutes a game. Like, it's very
off 40, off what, 47%?
47% from the field.
Well, what you gonna think when Ja come back? You think he's still gonna do that? Or he gonna have to set?
I feel like because 12 and Dez, I feel like the chemistry is on 10 when they play with each other, and I feel like he's gonna play average. I feel like his points might go down like 24, 23. He may not average 26, but I feel like when 12 come back, I feel like it's just gonna maximize it because Dez not gonna have all the defense attention on him. Because when Ja come back, Ja gonna be the number one option again.
Question though, are you scared y'all might miss the playoffs?
No, not at all.
Really?
Not at all.
Really?
Bro, we have half our team out right now. Steven Adams, Brandon Clark,
exactly.
Ja, Derrick Rose.
Okay.
Xavier Tillman.
Adams out for that season.
Yes.
I feel like it might be a chance I might miss that.
But if you Bismack Biyombo, we just signed him and he played well for his last game.
Who? No,
Who? Like
he wasn't good with the Raptors. He was only good with the Raptors.
Yeah, but he gave all we need someone is to rebound and block shots, and that's what he can do.
You got JJ.
We still got Tripp.
DPOY.
Exactly. He probably finna win it again. Real talk. He having like 2.3 blocks this year already.
Really?
So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not worried at all that they're gonna miss the playoffs. I feel like when we get everybody back, I feel like when Ja come back, we're gonna be maybe like 10 and 15, maybe or like 12, and we're gonna be right under 500. And then when Ja come back, we're gonna be straight. I feel like we're gonna be like the Lakers was like. We're gonna be like a 7th, 6th, 5th seed.
Y'all might be a play-in.
That is crazy.
That Western Conference ain't getting that. Come on now.
Okay.
You know who's in there?
Fully healthy. I'm not taking.
Y'all not taking. You can't say that. Y'all not fully healthy though.
Okay, fully healthy, excluding Steven Adams. I'm not taking a lot of teams over us in the West. I'm taking the Nuggets for sure.
100%.
Probably maybe the Suns.
Maybe I'm taking the Suns over y'all.
The Lakers probably.
I'm taking the Lakers over y'all. We at 3. I'm taking the Kings over y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a push.
I'm taking the Warriors over y'all. That's 5.
First, we had a better record than the Kings and the Warriors last year.
I'm taking the Warriors and the Kings right now.
Okay, that's 5 maybe.
Who all in the West, and then who all in the West right now? That's 5. Then you got.
Don't say OKC. Don't say nothing like that.
Thunder's nice.
My boy's better than us.
My boy Shea nice.
He's Shea, but that's
my
it.
My boy Shea nice.
And Chet. Yeah.
I mean, they above y'all right now.
Excuse me. But that's nah. We definitely gonna be straight.
Y'all, if y'all not playing team, y'all like 8, 7, 8 seed.
8, 7 is crazy.
Bro, Jaw's out for 25 games.
That's 20, but he still has 67 more games. He still got 67 more games to go.
25 more games, bro.
Okay.
That West is, bro.
That West is very tough.
That West is hard.
Let me look at the Western Conference standings right now.
Let me look at it. I'm telling you, bro. I'm taking 5 teams over y'all right now.
That's 5. Oh, so that's cool. That's being a 6 seed.
Nah, man.
I'm not okay. Probably the Mavericks.
Exactly. Ooh, that's 6.
Not the Timberwolves.
I don't know my boy Ant like that. And one of them ones.
What happened when the Grizz line up against the Timberwolves in the playoffs? Got them boys out of there.
But Ant one of them ones though.
He is one of them ones, but his team not one of them ones either.
True.
So I'm not taking the Thunder.
Clippers.
Clippers aren't the Clippers. The Clippers don't play. I don't have any trust in the Clippers
either,
at all.
Bro. They can't stay healthy.
They can't stay healthy. they just got
healthy.
James Harden, which is a crazy move. But who said James Harden gonna play all those games? Who said
Kawhi,
Paul George?
Kawhi gonna play all those games.
Kawhi.
So y'all about
the Kings are 2-4 right now.
But Fox been out for 2 games.
2 games. That's 2. Ja been out for every single one of them we've had. So nah, bro, we are gonna be just fine. We're gonna be a top 6 seed. We're gonna be a tough.
Y'all gonna get out the first round
for sure.
Did y'all lose first round last
year? Yes, because we had people hurt last year.
Hey man,
we had Steven Adams was not there. We haven't been healthy since January of this year. Think about that.
That was gonna be hard because you know that first round you playing a heavy hitter.
He is.
You might play Denver. You might play the Mavs. You might play.
We cannot. The only team I'm really scared that we can't beat in the first round is Denver and maybe Golden State. Maybe Golden State.
LA.
Yeah, and LA too. That's it. But you really, and if you look at the Lakers series last year, we was really in those games. First of all, game
100%.
1, Ja got hurt for game 1. He messed up his hand, so he
broke it.
Yeah, I thought he broke his hand too because his hand was
I thought he broke it.
So Ja messed up his hand, so he didn't play all that game. Game 2, we won that game. They won game 3. Game 4 could have went either way. We just didn't execute down the stretch. And then game 5 we won. Game 5 they won. The series was way more competitive than a 4-2.
100%.
Feel me? And I think if we have everybody healthy and we got rebound, because if you look at that series, what killed us last year was rebounding because we didn't have Steven Adams.
Right.
So if Bismack Biyombo can come in, Jaren Jackson Jr., because Jaren Jackson Jr., he's having a career high in rebounds and he's having 7 rebounds a game right now. So if they lock in defensively and rebound, we'll be straight.
Hypothetically speaking, you beat the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all still getting swept by the Nuggets next round.
Swept is crazy.
They swept the Lakers.
And?
They sweeping y'all.
We match up better with the.
Nobody on that team is guarding Jokic.
No one in the league is guarding Jokic. That doesn't mean anything. No one's in the league guarding Jokic.
I'm not gonna lie.
That doesn't mean anything.
He'll average 32.
Probably so. It's Jokic. Like you're not saying about but Jamal Murray can't match up with 12 straight up.
Facts.
You can't.
You can't. But that chemistry between Jokic and Murray is better than John.
Like I'm not saying we're better than the niggas right now, but I feel like we can play when healthy, exclude Steve, we can play with any team in the league.
Okay.
Like straight up.
Okay.
Like you gotta watch the games. Like when 12's on one and him and Dez and then we got Marcus Smart too. He's been playing well for us too.
DPYOE. He was Defensive Player of the Year 1 year.
Exactly.
What,
so
2 years ago?
Yeah, because Marcus Smart won, then Tripp won it, and now it's this year now. So he was 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
So, bro, we have honestly, and we get some of our bench guys like Luke Kennard. We get Luke Kennard to start hitting his threes.
Y'all lose Tyus Jones.
We did lose Tyus Jones to get Marcus Smart.
Tyus Jones, one of them, bro. He was good for y'all.
Yes, he was great for us. I hated that we had to give away Tyus
Jones. We went Washington.
We went to Washington. Him with Jordan Poole over there. Mm-hmm. Like I hate that, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Like if Derrick Rose can get healthy, he was playing decent before he got hurt. Like we have a team. We just gotta get our guys back. And Job messes up wholeheartedly. He messed us up. I'm not here to defend dude. Like he was tripping. You feel me? Like he was doing a whole lot of. But you know, he'll be straight. We'll be straight when he come back.
I hope so, man. You know,
we gonna be fine.
I hope so.
Like it's just 7 games, and we playing the Heat tonight. So hopefully we catch another dub tonight. It's gonna be a tough game.
Where at Miami or?
Yeah, it's in Memphis.
In Memphis.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it may be, I don't know. It may be a tough out because they did just beat the Lakers.
Yep. I mean, if I'm LeBron, I'm taking that last shot. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't get me started on that.
If
that was
I'm
the
LeBron,
right decision.
I'm taking that last shot.
That was the right decision.
But yeah, LeBron always do the right decision. I ain't saying he always gonna pick. He always gonna hit the wide open man every time. Every time.
As you should.
But I'm LeBron. At the end of the day,
I'm
LeBron. I'm taking that shot. I'm not gonna lie. But
so you got Jimmy guarding you, then you got Bam on the help side. You still taking that shot?
I'm LeBron.
I don't know a lot of guys in the league that can beat that. Jimmy, who's an all-league defender, coming in. Bam Adebayo coming on.
Defensive team. I mean, right decision.
Yes.
Me personally, if I'm LeBron, I'm LeBron. I'm taking that.
That is getting sent to the rafters off that.
I'm LeBron. But, hey, man, it happens. It was like 103, 102. I'm pretty sure, something like that.
Well, bottom line is, shout out Dez Bane. I don't care what y'all say. Dez Bane is a top 5 shooting guard in the league.
No cap. That boy Devin Man, he is jacked.
Oh yeah,
boy, that man.
He look like a football player.
What?
Feel like he running back.
I'm surprised he don't overshoot that ball every time.
He got touch, bro. He been in the gym, and he cut his hair too. You realize when folks cut their hair, they start hooping better. If you realize that in the league, he cut his hair. Now he got low cut now. Now his hair, and he got a tat now too. He hooping.
Nah, Devin Man nice too, bro. But he did get a bag though.
He the highest paid dude in the Grizzlies. But I just feel like people overlooking him since the Grizzlies aren't the way that we thought they were last year. People misguiding that he putting up 26 a game right now.
Right, because people, I ain't gonna lie, last year when Ja was out, y'all was a better team without Ja.
I don't like that.
Y'all had a record better than him with him off the court, on the court, 100%.
Yes, just because we had a deep team and we was playing. We weren't playing easy teams. We were playing teams that we could beat without him. But when you look into the playoffs, when in that fourth quarter when people were executing, we didn't have no one to create any half-court offense for us in the quarter. That's why I say we're not better without him, because when it really matters, last 5 minutes in a close game, you need that guy that can go get a bucket or create offense for you, and we had no one to do that. So that's why I don't like, because it's regular season. What really matters is the playoffs, right?
I mean, the playoffs do matter, but it is an end-season tournament right now going on.
Yeah, and that's just stupid. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think it's pretty cool, bro, because athletes or NBA play, they be taking off, man. I feel like I feel like it's a good thing. Like
I feel like it would be good if they said, "Hey, if you win the in-season tournament, you get an automatic bid to the playoffs." What's the cup do? You just a cup. Like it's just a championship. It don't mean nothing. You're not finna put up.
It don't mean nothing at all. But I think it'd be cool because watch the Pacers win it, and then they don't even make the NBA Finals or something.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's cool. I think it's pretty cool.
The NBA players, it's cool for us, but really, are the NBA players really gonna care if they don't win the in-season tournament?
Nah, because they want that ring. I think
exactly. So the only way I feel like it'll really count, or it'll really be good if that was like, hey, whoever wins, you get automatically into the playoffs with home court advantage.
Home court advantage is crazy.
Like that would be something
crazy.
Good. That's a whole nother thing, though. Yeah. You feel me? But bottom line, shout out Dez, man. Shout out. We gonna be all right. We gonna get into sports talk a little bit more in our next segment. You feel me? So that's the underrated. Dez, you want to give one more thing on yours? Or you straight?
Straight. Shout out my boy Tank Dell, man. Shout out
for sure. Shout out Dez, man. Shout out the Grizz. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the Underrated Podcast. We gave our underrateds. Now we finna get into the sports section. We call this section the shot clock. This means this segment we're talking about sports between 8 and 24 minutes. For the late, great Kobe Bryant, I want to honor him my own way, so this is how my way of doing it. Today, we're going to continue what we talked about a little bit, but we're going to get off the grids a little bit. But first, we're going to talk about what teams in the NBA have looked good, like really good, surprised you, and what teams have looked not so good. So, D, what teams you messing with, what teams you not messing with right now?
Off rip, I don't want to be that type of guy, but I'm up to say the defending NBA champs, the Denver Nuggets, 6-1, and Jokic looks like he got back where he was, averaging 28, 12, and 8 off 63%, y'all. Look like he hasn't missed a beat. And then on Monday, that man had a 35-point triple-double. And I ain't gonna lie, if he keeps doing this, it look like he gonna win another MVP. I ain't gonna lie,
Probably
man.
so.
That Nuggets team is, I think it's just him, really. Him, he can facilitate, shoot threes. I mean, if anything, I'm gonna go with the Nuggets, and I'm gonna do another thing. My sleeper team, I'm gonna go with the Indiana Pacers.
Okay.
I think that boy Tyrese Halliburton, he just got a bag.
Yeah,
a good bag. And I think, that team can at least be the 4th seed on that East side, He's averaging 24, 3, and he's leading the league in assists with 11.7 right now, y'all.
That's
and he's
tough.
shooting 49%. I feel like if they can do it, they got depth. They got him, Obi Toppin. They got that young guard, that good wing. I feel like they might make it.
Bennett and Mathurin. Yeah,
There you go. They keep doing it. They might make second round. I feel like the Pacers really trust Tyrese. And if he can keep going, I feel like they can go it. But overall, the Nuggets, 6-1. I mean,
for sure.
It's nothing they can do.
What about teams you not missed? What team has disappointed you so far?
Honestly, if y'all went back, I'm going to bring up the Kings because realistically, they had a historic run.
Yes, last year.
A historic run,
First time making the playoffs in 15 years.
What was the thing called? Light the beam?
Yeah.
Right now they 2-4. The last 2 losses they lost back-to-back to the Rockets, y'all. Back-to-back. And I ain't finna diss the Rockets.
Shout out Dylan Brooks. That boy hooping. But
Dylan
Brooks hooping, though.
Yeah, he is, but but they didn't have Fox, and having Fox and Sabonis, and Keegan Murray, they needed him to be that third option.
Yeah, he hasn't been the third option. Really.
He played 33 minutes, y'all, and only scored 7 points.
Yeah.
You can't do that. If you watch the games, that man be wide open passing the ball. And shout out to Mike Brown, the coach. If Keegan Murray do that, he gonna bench him. He gonna call a timeout, get on the bench. Hey man, we need you to be a third option because you got that potential. You really do, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, that Kings team is from being that historic. I think you should be at least top 3 in the West right now. But I mean, Fox hasn't played, but when Fox did play, he did drop 37.
Fox tough.
Fox is tough, but if anything, bro, I'm gonna say the Kings. Hopefully when Fox is back, Keegan Murray can explode to that potential that I know he can be. That team can be dangerous.
I definitely agree. I feel like the Kings last year, I feel like they're still riding off that high last year.
100%.
They had they got to 3rd seed in the West last year, got bumped. They played they took the Warriors to 7 games.
7.
And it took a 50-point game by Steph to knock them boys out. So
yep.
The Kings, last year they definitely had a great year, and I feel like this year they're kind of mulling through it, still trying to find their foot. It is still early, so I'm not
100%.
riding too much into it, but I do agree with it. Keegan Murray, he has to step up. And I feel like Fox and Monk and Sabonis, they can't carry the load.
Yep.
Because in my opinion, I would have Malik Monk as the third option, but I understand Keegan Murray is a lot younger.
Yep, potential
is there, and when last year in the playoffs he played well. But honestly, I've liked Keegan Murray, but I haven't been as high as other people have on him. Because even watching him in college, he was a bucket in college, but he was working in a system. You feel me? He was still working off of pin downs a lot, off of flare screens, stuff like that. In the league, he got to get a bucket. You feel me? Even though he's the third option, he can't just sit in the corner and shoot the ball.
I mean, 33 minutes and 7 points is crazy.
Yeah, you feel me? He needs to be in the 15 to 20-point range.
But I mean, during the playoffs, he'll explode for 23 one game, 25.
He can do it, but I feel especially with Fox being there, he needs to step up.
Exactly.
So I definitely agree with the Kings, honestly, and of course the Nuggets. Yeah. That boy, honestly, Jokic and Murray may be top 3, top 2 duo in the league, honestly.
Top 2.
Yeah, honestly.
Hey, man, that chemistry's nice.
Them boys are crazy. They haven't missed usually the champs, they have a little,
little rocky start. They did not miss a beat.
They have not missed a beat at all. Jokic is clearly
Front runner right now.
Yeah, like it took me a while to admit that he's the best player in the world, but I got to admit, like he's undoubtedly the best player in the world. I tried to hold on to Giannis for too long, but nah, it's
Jokic.
So yeah, for them for sure. I don't agree with you at all about the Pacers.
The Pacers, bro, they nice.
Yeah, but like they
nice.
They don't have a team built to really make any noise like that though.
Watch.
Like Tyrese is good. Tyrese is very good. I did not expect him to be as good as he is for sure. Nice. But he just hasn't. I don't know. I haven't seen enough from that team. Like they still got Buddy Hield, they got Tyrese, they got Miles Turner.
Miles Turner defend. I mean, that team is built around Tyrese, Obi Toppin, Miles Turner. Like that team, I'm telling you, that team is nice.
They nice. I just don't see them doing anything like I see them being a first round out easy. You feel me? I see them being like a top 6 to like a top 6, a 5-6 seed, and then getting bumped out in the first round by legit team. You feel me? Hey, bro, talk to them might just like this a little bit if you can.
Right.
Yeah. So I see. But for me though, my disappointment has been in Miami Heat this so far, and I know this is pretty like traditional for the Heat to not care in the regular season, especially with Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, he.
Like they was an AC make to the finals last year. Like
give me buckets.
But I just think like, bro, like clearly Jimmy has shown that he can be that player. But in the both finals runs he's been on to turn it on when he needs to. So why not just have that momentum and keep that going the whole year? You feel me?
Right.
Like you tell me the Heat, if they really lock in, can't be a top 4 seed and get home court advantage. Like they got Jimmy, they got Bam, and Hero. That's really all you need, honestly.
Yep, they did lost Gabe Vincent to the
like they
Lakers.
lost Gabe Vincent, but like they lost Max Strus also. But the Heat aren't just a team that just need they don't need a lot. Like they're a deep team, and the Heat coach they just got people just hooping just out of nowhere. You feel me? Like they bringing people off the bench, people from the G League to still play well. You know, like I just don't get it. You feel me? Like I'm finna see what Jimmy averaging right now. I bet Jimmy averaging like 22 right now, if that.
I can agree with that a little bit with the
He's
Heat.
averaging 19 right now.
Yeah, but
Jimmy's averaging 19, 6.7, and 3.7 assists. Like he's chilling. You feel me? Like
I mean, that's Jimmy though. At the end of the day, everybody know how he get. I mean, come playoffs, they hit me buckets.
Yeah, it's like in the playoffs, I love Jimmy Butler's one of my favorite players in the league. It's just I don't get it. But for my team that's been hooping this year, I just feel like the Celtics.
Ooh.
The Celtics have been looking very good. I feel like the addition of Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis is probably the best moves they made in a long time.
Yep.
You know, like Drew is getting a lot of pressure off of JT and JB just to them to do that thing. He can just run the offense. You know, they don't have one true point guard, but Drew Holiday's being that point guard for them. Kristaps has played extremely well, surprising me for sure.
100%.
Like I did not think he was gonna have this much of an impact. Like dropping 30 in your first game in the Garden is crazy. Like I did not think he was gonna make the impact as quick as he did. Honestly, I got the Celtics coming out the East just because from how they've looked this year.
I can agree. I mean, Drew Holiday brings in that perimeter defense that the Celtics was lacking,
and also the leadership too. I feel like they were missing a lot of leadership because I feel like down the stretch you need leadership, and you can see when a team didn't have like proper leadership and proper coaching. I feel like Drew Holiday brings that veteran championship presence. You know,
100%. But yeah, I can agree. Celtics been looking real nice, but my boy Ant knocked that streak down. Shout out Anthony Edwards.
Man, the Timberwolves ain't finna do nothing.
They ain't finna do nothing, but I mean that's Georgia native.
And it's tough. And is very tough. I love Ant, but they ain't finna do nothing for real though.
That boy Cam Thomas from Brooklyn Nets
dropped
though.
45.
That boy, hey,
he dropped 45.
That's a bucket right there.
And I'm gonna mention just still, Grizz gonna be straight. We gonna be straight. Stop worrying. Actually, I be on Grizz Twitter a lot. Y'all be tweaking. A whole lot. Like, if you take any team's top 7 players, I bet most teams gonna be 1-6. Like, come on, bro. Like,
okay,
7 rotations. Like, we are fine. Please stop worrying. We have not looked good. I can agree. We shoot a little bit too many threes. I can agree with that. And our perimeter defense is shoddy some games. But we gotta get healthy. And Taylor Jenkins gotta adjust his rotation a little bit.
12 got to get back.
12 do got to get back. That's the main thing. But, you know, he coming back December 19th. Like, we can't do nothing about that. But in the meantime, I feel like shooting too many threes, defensive rotation sometimes, and just different substitutions sometimes. Like, sometimes there'd be times on the court where Dez and Tripp just now on the court, and we give up an 8-0 round. Like, there should be no time right now if the game is close where Triple J and Desmond Bain should not be one of them should not be on the floor.
Exactly.
At one time. And I just feel like Taylor Jenkins kind of like stays to his guns a little bit. But, you know, that's had my little thing about the Grizzlies. But I know what we really want to talk about is college football.
Yes, sir.
He's way more college football fan than me. I also am, but, you know, that's just how I am, though. So, first of all, the rankings just came out.
Hey, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's a lot that can go on with this playoff.
It's a lot.
Because right now, if you ask me, guaranteed spot, Florida State. I feel they're gonna run that ACC, y'all.
Yep.
Ain't nobody touching them. Clemson come up. Clemson did beat Notre Dame, y'all, but Clemson is 5-4. They ain't Clemson that we know. I'm gonna say Florida State gonna run that. Florida State that's a one. That's a lock. You got Georgia. Even though I'm an LSU fan, go Tigers. Bama is looking like Bama. They finally found a system that helps Milroe do what he does.
True.
I watched that game, y'all. Every third down, he ran for 15 yards.
Yep.
And I was tired of that.
They're not trying. They're scheming him to be a running quarterback.
Yeah,
he's not just sit in the pocket all day. And
he had 3 touchdowns first half. But if Georgia loses to Bama, that's a one-loss team. Ohio State plays Michigan, y'all. And they're both in top 4. One of them are gonna lose, meaning it's gonna be another one-loss team.
So who you think gonna make the playoff then?
It's hard because if Washington loses to Oregon, guess what, y'all? That's another one-loss team. Man, it's Florida State's locked. You got man. That's hard, man. That's hard. I think I ain't gonna cap. I think Georgia. If Georgia wins, it's gonna be Georgia probably won. I think. No offense, big dog. I think Michigan beats Ohio State because they're playing at Michigan, y'all. They're playing at Michigan.
Very
Blake
true.
Gorham in that offensive line going, hey, y'all lost last year to them again, or y'all beat them?
We beat them last year.
But that was at O State.
It was.
They got I got Michigan over Ohio State, and then I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I got Washington over Oregon.
Oregon.
I got that. You know, even though Jaden Daniels having historic numbers like Joe Burrow,
Michael Penix Jr.
gonna win that Heisman.
Michael Penix winning that Heisman.
Ain't gonna lie to you.
He
gonna win that.
He
Heisman.
solidified the Heisman when he beat Caleb Williams. He outplayed Caleb, and I feel like I thought Caleb Williams was he is the best quarterback in football, but I thought
he ain't like that.
Yeah, I thought he was like heads and shoulders above air. But first Shedeur Sanders went head over with him, and now Michael Penix Jr. I was like, okay, Michael Penix Jr. definitely solidified.
That's Heisman, no cap. I think Washington gets third, and I think Florida State gets 4. So I think it's Georgia, Michigan, Washington, Florida State. But if Bama beats Georgia, I think Georgia gets out just off because Bama won against Tennessee. Ranked. They beat Ole Miss, ranked, and they beat us, ranked. Georgia only beat maybe one. They beat Missouri, and they beat another ranked team. But that's 3 ranked teams. Yeah. And I think even if Washington loses to Oregon, I still think Washington gets in because of how much ranked teams they beat. Yeah, they beat. Because what is Oregon's best team wins is against Colorado. No offense. Shout out to Prime, but Colorado, bro.
Colorado, they were at the time. Colorado was like 3-1, and then
they was 3-0. They was 3-0.
Yeah, they was 3, and then Oregon beat the brakes off them by. Yep. So yeah,
but Oregon only has 1 ranked team while Washington has 3. I think Washington still gets in Florida State, but I think realistically it's probably gonna be Georgia, Michigan, Washington, Florida State. What I want it to be is probably like Michigan, Florida State, Bama, and then I'll put like Washington.
Oregon beat Utah too. That was another ranked team.
Yeah, Oregon beat Utah, and they only beat I think Utah and
Colorado was the only ranked wins.
Yeah, Washington beat Oregon. They beat Caleb Williams and them. Yeah, and they had the longest active streak behind Georgia right now, y'all. Yep. I'm telling you, like this college football is weird because
a lot of things can happen.
Because realistically, why is Texas still over Bama in the rankings? Why?
Because Texas doesn't have a bad loss.
They lost though to Oklahoma.
That's not a bad loss.
That's not a bad loss, but Bama beat 3 ranked teams, though, y'all. 3 ranked teams. Yep. They should be over Texas. Oregon, I ain't finna say Oregon look trash. Oregon look good. Yeah. Washington look good. I mean, this is the first time ever.
But it's there because Texas beat Alabama.
Yeah.
That's why it's over, because Texas beat Alabama.
But, I mean, that was early, man. They didn't even know.
A win is a win. It was the second game of the season.
Yeah, man.
But my rankings, I got OSU. I think OSU going to stay because I feel like OSU going to be OSU, Georgia, Florida State, Washington.
Okay.
I think OSU gonna win out because Marvin Harrison Jr. is like that.
He's like that.
They have also, I can't remember their names, but Austin, they have a three-man backfield with Dallin Hayden. Shout out that boy from Memphis, even though he don't play Dallin Hayden. Like, I know they're trying to keep his red shirt this year, but shout out Dallin Hayden from Memphis. They got a good 3 running back lineup. Their secondary is tough.
Right.
Secondary is they have at least 2-3 first-round draft picks in that secondary. I feel like they're gonna win out. And I just think they have a mental number over Michigan. When's the last time Michigan beat Ohio State? It's been some years. It's been a few seasons since.
About three.
Since Michigan has just straight up beat Ohio State. So Michigan, I think Georgia gonna win out. I think Florida State.
Georgia gonna beat Bama in the SEC.
Yes.
Okay.
I think Georgia winning out.
Don't they got who they got? They got a Missouri. No, they just beat
Missouri.
Barely beat them.
Yeah, but I just feel like Georgia's defense is so legit. John Miro gonna have to throw, and that's not his strong suit.
I mean, if you watch
those linebackers in that front seven, they gonna get to him.
Okay,
and he gonna have to step up in that pocket and throw that football.
Right.
And I just don't see John Miro like just dicing up. You can't just run on that Georgia defense. You're gonna have to pick them apart.
Yeah, I mean, and only throws he does, no offense to him, is if that ball not over 30 yards, he ain't throwing it.
Yeah.
like he ain't throwing it.
And what does Georgia do? They rush like 4 or 5. They sit like in cover 3, cover 2, and they dare you
to try them.
Yeah, because they know they front 4 can get to you.
Yep.
So they sit in cover 3, cover 2, and they dare you to try to pick you apart.
I'm glad you said Florida State's in there because no cap, that's a log.
Yeah,
that's a log. That ACC is weak.
It's weak. So that's like the only reason I don't have them higher because they don't have a lot of besides LSU. That's the only like good quality win.
Yep.
So that's why
they're gonna season y'all though.
They're gonna be in.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're gonna be in that 3 slot.
Man, they gonna get. I ain't gonna lie. They gonna get in and get whooped. I ain't gonna care. Whoever they play gonna whoop.
Because they probably gonna play Ohio State or Georgia or Michigan. Yeah, that's maybe.
Ohio State don't got that quarterback though. Like they always.
They have Marvin Harrison though.
That's true, but
Marvin Harrison.
But C.J. Stroud last year, y'all was him. Like
they ain't got Stroud last year in the college football playoff.
They ain't got that. They ain't got that quarterback that they got.
But you right.
They ain't got that quarterback, man.
Like Kyle McCarroll, like he's good.
That was down 9-0 against Rutgers. Rutgers.
He's good. Like he's good. He's not a C.J. Stroud. He's not a J.T. Barrett.
Right.
He's not a Justin Fields.
Right.
Like Ohio State have had some very good college quarterback. But that's the thing. The system. He game man. He's a perfect game manager.
Right.
Like that. He depends on the defense to make plays. He has weapons all over the field. That's just kind of what he depends on. So I just don't see Ohio State really losing. I feel like that Michigan ain't gonna come down to the wire.
Like I said, y'all, I think that Michigan run game gonna run all over them boys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Blake Graham, he ain't hurt. He was hurt last year.
If anything's weak on the Ohio State, it is their front 7 or their front 4. Yes. On their D line. Their secondary is deep, but their D line has been suspect. Some games that's what's Michigan's strong suit is them running the ball. So I feel like it's a good game, but I still feel like OSU gonna win out. And so this too early, but who you think gonna win it all though?
I'm not picking Georgia. I want no 3-peat as an LSU fan.
Yeah.
I don't want that at all. I'll be okay with like a O State win, a Bama win. But I don't want Georgia to win, but if I had to pick, it's probably going to be either Georgia or O State. But sleeper is probably Washington, though. That's a sleeper.
Honestly, I don't know. I just feel like Georgia may lose in the first round for the first time. I don't know why I got that feeling. I just feel like Georgia may lose in the first round. I feel like it's going to be O State and Florida State, and O State going to win.
If O State and Florida State makes the national championship,
I just feel like Georgia.
I'm betting the house on Ohio State.
Georgia just hasn't looked like themselves all year.
Nah, for real.
So they haven't looked as dominant. So I just feel like it would be that one game where they just slip up and don't come in locked in. And a Florida State or a Washington come in and knock them boys off.
Because I've been saying this the first year, I feel like the top 4 teams, no offense, all of them look beatable.
Like, for sure.
Everybody looks beatable this year. Everybody.
For sure. Because you can easily make a case that Oregon could be in there. If they beat Washington.
Make a case. Bama you can make a case a lot of teams can be in there.
You can really make a case the top 8 teams. Yeah, top 8 teams.
Can be in there.
So it's that's what's the fun part about college football. You know, there's so much parity going on right now. And it's a lot of different ways it can go. You feel me?
Okay.
So that's what we think. Also, we both agree on Michael Penix getting the Heisman.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I ain't gonna have 100%.
Yeah, so we ain't got to talk about that. Because Michael Penix, he definitely.
Yeah. That win over them got it.
Yeah, and he's outplayed every quarterback he's played against.
Bro,
When he played against Oregon State and DJ Ugalele, I played him. I played Shadur. I played Caleb Williams.
Yep. He came off 2 ACL injuries.
Yeah, for sure. So I looked up his story too. He got a real deep story too.
But he's a lock. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure.
Second place, Jaden Daniels though. He's definitely second.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels. Yeah, Jaden Daniels.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely second.
That Jordan Travis, the dude from Florida State, he been playing well
He's
too.
good, but Penix, no cap, you got it locked. They can hand it to you right now. I wouldn't be mad.
Unless he just flames out against like Oregon or something, I don't see.
That game gonna be crazy.
That game is gonna be lit.
That's gonna be because they beat them last time. I'm gonna watch that game 100%. Not gonna lie.
We definitely be watching it. But bro, we got about 10 minutes left on right here. We gonna transition to the handoff real quick because we gotta get this man out because he gotta go. We still college students, y'all. We still gotta go to class.
I still got class, y'all. I got
so
to turn my work.
The last segment is called the handoff. This is the segment where we wrap up the show. You feel me? And you just gotta put someone on who you feel like should be on the show. So today we talked about college football. I feel like Ohio State gonna make it in. He feel like Michigan gonna make it in, but we got the same teams besides that.
100%.
Who's your underrated again, my guy?
Nathaniel Tank Dell.
Tank Dell. I think the grid is gonna be straight, and my underrated was Desmond Bain. He is a top 5 shooting guard in the league for sure. And yeah, so this part of the handoff is someone that you feel like would be good on the show to have next. And the kick is you have to help me get him on that show, him or her on that show. So who do you think we should hand it off to next to be underrated?
We're going to hand it off to another Georgia native. I'm going to go, not South Georgia, I'm going to go North Georgia. And I'm going to shout out my boy Marcus Evans, Gwinnett County. I feel like he would be a great one on the show,
What's going on with Marcus?
Great story, man, great guy overall, grad student. He been here since I was a freshman here. Always pick me up,
You go to ETSU?
Yes, sir.
Sailor.
Jumper.
Football? Oh, yeah.
Jumper.
Okay.
Jumper. My boy's a jumper, Finally hit a PR, y'all. My boy Mark has been battling with he tore his hamstring freshman year, tore his right one the other year, tore his left one. So he been there.
Yeah, I've been there.
Finally got healthy last year. Finally PR in triple jump. Last time he PR'd was in high school. So seeing his story, being that teammate, like, hey, man, let's work. He's been working real hard this year, keeping healthy. I feel like he'd be great hearing his story. But, yeah, I have to go another Georgia native.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Shout out to my boy Marcus, Almighty Mark Almighty, wherever you want to go by. But I think he'll be a great addition to the show.
Shout out to the Georgia boys. Y'all are different. I need to go down to ATL. I ain't been to ATL in so long.
Come to grandma's house.
That would be lit. I ain't been to ATL. So I've been to ATL since like 9-10 years old.
Come to grandma's. Just make sure you eat all the food.
Because you can't disrespect a black grandma on it for not eating all this food.
She gonna make. She like, you hungry? Even though
just
you
say yes. Just say yes.
Yeah, just eat the food, man.
My grandma.
And my grandma a preacher too, bro.
Oh, I already know how she gonna go.
Yeah, man. You gonna walk in, gonna be church music.
That's a good way to do it though. But appreciate you, D, again for coming on the show. We gonna wrap it up. Hope I had this episode out by this weekend. Today it is November 8th. Sorry for the little delay on the episode. Still trying to figure some sketch now, but we got this one for you. Again, D, appreciate you.
Appreciate you for having me, man. For real, appreciate it, y'all.
And we gonna sign out. Y'all be blessed. Peace.
Yeah.